Hey, what's up guys, Stan here, and while I love making official episodes of The Rarest, I've been on a major Pokemon kick yet again, and wanted to share some of the most interesting and expensive items I found related to the Blockbuster series. So without further ado, here are 5 rare Pokemon items you've probably never heard of, and first up we have the Takara Tomy Toys Gladeon Zring. I'm sure most of you watching are familiar with this powerful bracelet, and how it enables the player to use exclusive Z moves throughout Pokemon Sun and Moon and the Ultra games. But what you may not have known is that alongside the 7th generation, we actually received real-life toy versions of the Z-Ring. And in the summer of 2018, a very special red version of this electronic peripheral was released exclusively in Takara Tomy Mall for 3,990 yen as an homage to Gladeon and his Crimson Z-Ring from the Sun and Moon anime series. This limited bracelet does everything you'd expect and comes in special packaging to commemorate its exclusive launch. But despite easily standing out, Gladeon Z-Ring is surprisingly tricky to purchase secondhand today, and while it can still be found with enough effort, it will likely cost you a pretty penny. But that's sort of to be expected given the rarity of some of these items, and up next we're switching from electronic toys to plush ones. As someone who's been fortunate enough to visit a handful of Pokemon centers in his life, I've gotta say, among the many different lines and styles of Poke Plush, there's one series that stands out amongst the rest, and that's Pokemon Time. This line of designer dolls just has an extra effort of polish and quality that immediately makes them catch any trainer's eye while wandering through the aisles of Pokemon centers worldwide. And while there's been plenty of excellent releases, including this Mimikyu I purchased back in 2018, for my money it's the 2010 designer series that tops the rest. Beginning with Chikorita, this particular set features a plethora of Gen 1, 2, and eventually even Gen 3 Pokemon that stand apart thanks to their exaggerated eyes and high quality materials. And speaking of designer materials, let's talk clothing. And as you might expect, Pokemon has managed to wurmple its way into this marketplace as well. Now, I've already touched on Fragment design and its incredibly limited Nintendo Switch console that dropped exclusively in Shibuya to mark the release of Pokemon Sword and Shield. However, this collaboration has resulted in multiple high-end items being released by the Fujiwara-led label, including but not limited to hoodies, jackets, carpets, and most recently Piplup branded ice bars. Yes, you heard that right, high-end Pokemon Freezies. Honestly, when it comes to Fragment X Pokemon, there's almost too much product to talk about, but trust me that any number of these items is considered valuable to some extent, and yes, that includes the aforementioned icy blue Piplup treats. But you know what's an even better feeling than biting into an ice-cold Poke Popsicle on a hot summer's day? Pulling an extremely rare shiny Pokemon card from a random pack. Whether it's Shining Legends, Hidden Fates, or another recent set from the trading card game, there really is no better feeling than getting that one particular Pokemon you've been after for a while. But for my money, the best example of shiny Pokemon done right in card form are the Gold Star Shinies released throughout Generation 3. Now, I know, most fans of the TCG with more than a limited understanding of its long and storied history will know exactly what these are. But just because they're fairly well known and highly regarded worldwide, doesn't mean they're any easier to add to your collection today. Released during arguably Pokemon's slowest period, at least over here in the West, whether it's the Hoenn starters in EX Team Rocket Returns, or this gorgeous Mew artwork found in the EX Dragon Frontier set, there's something so nostalgic and yet evergreen about artist Masakazu Fukuda's take on these particular Pokemon. As far as I'm aware, it's actually Rayquaza who goes for the most money today, with other staples such as Charizard, Mew, and Pikachu also faring extremely well and selling for thousands of dollars depending on the card and grading. But there are still many products that are even more obscure, and finishing off this showcase, we have the item that prompted me to make this video in the first place, and that's an authentic replica bike taken right out of Pokemon Red and Blue. Yup, the infamous bicycle that should never be ridden indoors was remade from the ground up IRL and given away to one lucky winner of an online contest to mark the official Japanese Pokemon Twitter surpassing 1 million followers. Boasting a sleek green paint job and multiple Poke-centric details, this one-of-one replica was unfortunately only available to Japanese citizens, and was merely a model possessing no actual function as a transportation device. But unless you have 1 million Poke Dollars burning a hole in your pocket, just like in the game, you probably won't be able to add this valuable prize to your inventory anytime soon. And with that, I think it's about time that I ride off into the sunset as well. But if you enjoyed this video, please let me know, and if you know of any cool items that should have been on here, I want to hear about them. Please check out some of my other rarity-themed videos, drop a like, subscribe, and ring that bell if you haven't done so already, and as I always say, happy hunting, baby rhinos. Peace. As always, I need to thank my amazing members for keeping me sane throughout an admittedly pretty rough summer. If you'd like to join the Rhino Club, please consider signing up using the link in the description, as it's sort of like my Patreon and helps me continue to produce content. Anyways, that'll do it for this one, and seriously, I cannot thank my members enough for your continued support, and try to stay safe out there, friends. Oh, and if you're a real one, post a Santa Claus emoji, because why the heck not?